So for SQL Server, you will have multiple backup, recovery and maintenance models. First, we will know what is the criticality of your database. We will ask it, how much are you going to lose? Okay. So that business has to tell, okay, what is your recovery point objective, what is your RPO, and how much data you can afford to lose. Okay. This is your RPO. Okay. What is your recovery time objective? Okay. How fast you can restore the data. Okay. So we need to ask this. Based on this, we will plan the backup and restore activities. Okay. So HA and DR architectures are always on availability groups. Okay, we will check it. Based on that requirement, we will have that architecture. Okay. So in SQL Server, you will have three recovery models here. Okay. So one is full recovery model. The other one is simple recovery model. Then the third one is your bulk logged recovery model. Okay. Full recovery is, so you are going to capture it, the transactions, everything you will be capturing it here. Okay. You will have a zero data loss. Okay. Store to any exact second you want, you will be able to do it. Okay. Even a second also, you will not be able to lose that. That's how you are going to recover the data here. Okay. This will be on your full recovery mode. Okay. Then you have a simple recovery mode, which will be cost effective. Okay. So based on the cost, we will be looking at that solution here. Okay. So you are going to, okay. What was the sound? Okay. So are you there? Yes. Hello?
Yes, what?
No, I got some sound, that's why I asked. So
No,
this,
no sound. Yes, sir.
okay. So in this database model, okay, where data loss between full backups is acceptable, okay, and minimal administrative overhead is required here. Okay. So let's say here you are going to automatically log, you are going to capture this. Okay. So it will delete that transaction log whenever there is a checkpoint here. Okay. So when the dirty pages are written from memory to data disk, okay, so that logs will be cleared. Okay. And you will not have no log backups. Okay. You cannot take the transaction log backups here in this mechanism. Okay. So no point in time recovery here. Okay. You can only restore to the exact moment of the last full or differential backup here. Okay. So you cannot let's say you taken a backup of Friday, differential backup. Okay. And then full backup on Monday. Okay. You don't have backup for Saturday and Sunday. That is by design. Okay. Sunday someone has deleted something. Okay. You cannot restore it. You need to restore it to Friday only. Okay, there is no backup on Saturday. Okay, so when you are going to use this simple recovery model is, so you are doing it on a development environment, test environment, or any sandbox environment, okay, where the storage is costly and data is easily regenerated or copied back from production. Okay, or you are having a staging database, okay, where you are extracting, transforming, or loading it, okay, landing zone where data is being filtered and then reloaded daily. Okay, in this scenario you are going to use this in the recovery model here. Okay, so then you have something called bulk logged recovery model here. Okay, this is the latest one. Okay, so it acts as a full recovery model, okay, in some with minimal logs. Okay, let's say when you want to use this, okay, let's say you want to switch database from full to bulk logged before a massive overnight ETL load. So ETL we have already discussed, right? Extraction, transform, and load. Okay, and it will switch back to full afterward. Okay, so that is when you will be using this type of backup here. Okay,
Please explain again. I did not understand. Full recovery, simple recovery, and bulk.
so full recovery, okay, transaction logs, okay, so they are never automatically truncated by the database engine. Okay, they are not truncated means adjusted. They will not be touched by the database. It will only truncate mark space as reusable. Okay, so it will mark it as reusable when you have a transaction log backup is successful. Okay.
Okay.
So when there is a transaction log backup successful, it will reuse that space. Okay, then it will tell, okay, we are going to truncate that particular space there. Okay, so here every transaction is recorded. Okay, you can restore the database at any exact second. Okay, and here even if in a catastrophic like flooding or earthquakes, okay, you can take this tail log backup of the active transaction and then you can restore it. There will be no data loss here. Okay, so this one will be practiced in a critical environment where data loss is unacceptable. Okay, in that scenarios only you will be using this because of the high cost involved here. Okay, so you will have high availability topology where you will have database copied across the multiple regions here. Okay, you will be copying it in Mumbai and Chennai. Simultaneously you will be copying it. If one instance fail, the other instance will take it over. That is how you will be protecting the data here. Okay.
Sir, no, I'm asking about this full recovery and simple recovery and bulk recovery.
So what I just told you, I am telling about simple only here. Full recovery model. Okay. This is what I am discussing on the full recovery model. then simple and bulk. This is graphical, this is text. So you want all pictures?
No, yes, I want pictures, means this graphical picture, this one in the screen. And
You have all pictures right here. So this is what
yeah, so I don't need anything. This is enough. This
yeah.
picture is enough.
Okay. You see
But
every.
I did understand the full simply recovery and the bulk log.
Okay. See, let's say you have transaction log here. Okay. So here in this SQL Server instance, automatic log truncation at a checkpoint. Okay. So once you do a checkpoint, okay. So here in the simple recovery, okay, no log backups are taken here. Okay. So you cannot take any transaction log backup here. Okay. So this will be literally grayed out in SSMS. So data will be lost once you take a backup here. Okay. If you take backup, that data will be lost. That transaction log backups, you cannot take that transaction log backups.
Yes, sure.
Okay. So this means that you cannot have no in-point time recovery. Okay. So you cannot take now recovery. Okay. Until unless you have full backup. Okay. Let's say you taken it on Friday. Then if something got crashed here on Sunday, then you need to go back to Friday only. There is no backup on Saturday. That is what it will be doing in simple recovery model. Okay. Why you are doing this? Because this is development, test and staging. Okay. Only read-only data warehouse. This is a only read-only data warehouse. Okay. So that is why you are doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you look here, RPO. So we will go to that again. RPO, RTO, all that. Okay. So then we have bulk logged recovery model here. Okay. So whenever you are doing a index rebuild here, so if you are doing a index rebuild, operations like you are doing lot of insert or select into, then only logs you will be allocated here, rather than pulling all that logs, you will be taking that particular backup here. Okay. So you need to prefer it full. Okay. So if you are doing this, if you are just doing a indexing or you are doing lot of insert, then this will be the best option. So your database is doing lot of bulk insert and select into, then you will go for this option. Okay. So that is how it depends on your database backup recovery model. So we are talking about the recovery model here. Okay. Then we'll go with full backup here. So have you taken any time backup here on your computer? Backup? using VSS backup tool?
No,
Okay.
I think no.
Okay. So backup is it will copy every single byte on your computer. Okay.
No, actually, I have done some backup files. Okay, so
What tool you
that
have
is
used?
yeah.
What tool you have used to take backup?
In backup files.
Yeah, backup. Okay. So let's say I will open up one file here. Okay. So I will show you. Okay. So let's say we have created this. You have a backup here. Okay. So I will
No,
write.
it is not actually the tool. Actually, it is Windows system. It means bloody the file history backup. It's my Windows. Okay.
Means
File history.
copy paste you are talking about, right?
No, so not copy paste. It's just file history that restored. Okay. Just backup and restore. Recycle be used.
Okay. So you
In
delete
Windows.
you deleted and you have used it the backup, right? So
Yeah.
that's what you want to
From
say.
from from my OneDrive. From my OneDrive.
Okay.
But you said tool use mean the Windows only. From Windows only. Not tool like.
This is what I was talking about. Windows Server backup, okay, or else you will have VSS
No, I have not used it.
on your computer. You will have a backup like this, okay. So this is reading my entire server here, okay. So you
What
have
is PSS?
volume service copy.
Sorry?
Volume shadow services,
Oh, okay.
okay.
No, I have not done it.
That is how it will be done, okay. I will schedule a backup here, okay. So this is how, if you know this concept, then you will understand it. If you don't know, I need to explain you all this, okay. What is full backup, what is differential backup, what is transactional log, all that I need to explain.
I think you need to explain all because I don't know what is PSS transitional backup about backup. Actually, I have done someone did this, so I just we are we are working. So I have not done it alone. So someone's she just doing this backup and recovery. So I have done, but not this. I think 2 years ago.
Okay, let me show you. This is
Not
Windows
this time.
Server backup, okay. So now let
So,
me
yeah, please you have to. I think you have to learn the full backup, in A to Z.
okay.
Then I will be able to understand about backup.
Okay, let me show you this one here, okay. So I am copying this. I want to copy the entire folder here, okay. So you
Okay.
see it here, right click properties and advanced here, click on advanced. You see it here, file is ready for archiving.
What?
File is ready for archiving here, okay. So
Yes,
you are
I can
seeing,
see now.
you are seeing this, okay? So now let me copy this. I will take this backup now, okay? So I am not scheduling it.
Do you have OneDrive? Do you have download OneDrive? Can you show me from OneDrive?
OneDrive I don't have.
Okay.
Backup once.
Actually, I have actually I store only OneDrive. Okay, but all files OneDrive. So
Okay. Database will not be on OneDrive. Okay. It will be on premises or in Azure, or they will put it in AWS. Okay. So now I am going to create a backup now. Okay. So then I will create custom here. Okay. Full. Okay. Now I am doing add items, advanced settings. Okay. You see it here. BSS copy here. Volume shadow shadow service. Volume shadow copy.
yes.
Okay. So once you do it, okay, so I will add items here, okay, so which will be, once you add it, it will be copied here, okay, which one I want to backup, let me get it, that one, okay, so this is the folder that I want to backup, iDrive, this folder I want to take backup, okay, next I will create. Okay, local drive or remote shared. Okay, I am going to create a local drive only. Okay, total backup in the destination, free space in the backup. Okay, so I am taking L drive now. Next, okay, backup. So now I am creating a backup in the L drive now. Okay. Okay, now it is creating a shadow copy of that particular volume. Okay, that particular volume, it is creating a shadow copy. Okay, backup has not yet started. Okay, so it is just taking that all these files. Now it is scanning the file system. Okay, found 26 files. Okay, so this is how much it is being transferred here. Okay, 150, 170. So you see all that files are being copied now to L drive here. From I drive it is copying to L drive, but you cannot see that files there. Okay.
What is Android?
Sorry.
Android means?
It is drive here. Okay, on my hard drive, on my server, I have drives there.
Okay. But you cannot see that file here. You are
Okay.
saying.
See, now you are seeing it. It is copying. Okay. So this is how much it is being copied now. Okay. Complete. Okay. Backup is complete now. Okay. So now I will go to that differential backup. Okay. That's how backup will work. So where are we now in the backup? So these are backup types here. Full, differential and transaction log. Differential means whatever you have difference, that it will copy. Okay, so only that it will copy. And transaction log here is whatever you are doing it, okay, transaction, that it will create a copy here. Okay, copy is the active transaction log and records. Okay, so before doing any commit here, you will have a transaction here. Okay, this will be having it in database only. Okay, in normal files you will not have this transaction log. Okay, this will be a very important for a database admin. Okay, so the more often you copy this log, you will have a good backup of your transaction. If you are not backing up the transaction logs, so you will lose the data here. So this will be very important for a backup admin, for a database admin. So this we will be doing it from the operating perspective. Okay, but from the database end, database admin will be looking at these particular transaction logs. Okay, so that is how you will be dealing with it. Okay, so now you have here 3 to 1 rule here. What is 3 to 1 rule? Okay, 3 copies of data, you need to keep 3 copies of data. Okay,
So today is it's enough.
Okay.
I have to check this backup, full backup and simple and one.
Okay.
Then tomorrow we do the rest. Okay.
Okay. Tomorrow morning we will not do tomorrow. Okay. Only
Yeah.
evening we will do. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay then. Thank you.